like I've known you my whole life. Been nothing more than friends this whole time. Summertime skipping rocks so innocent.
Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lua and I'm a content creator based in the UK. I do videos on my healthy lifestyle like a busy mom, organizational tips, busy hacks, as well as lifestyle vlogs and chit chats on topics that you will probably find quite interesting. If this is the first time that you've stumbled across my face, do well to consider subscribing. You'll definitely learn a thing or two and have fun. I'm also really keen on eating right, so I have lots of recipes that I drop every now and then, meal prep ideas, and a host of other things. Now, I just want to go straight in. I went through a 30 days challenge in January because I was in a place where I had mentally slipped. My lifestyle changed due to personal issues I was going through, and I decided to go on intermittent fasting as well as eat one meal a day, popularly called OMAD. Initially, I wanted to do this for 10 days. The results were quite encouraging. The video is just going to explain the tips my 30 days challenge went, the results, which I'll show you. Announce at the end one person that I chose from the last video. I've just pinned that up, who I asked people to tell me why they deserve to win a smartwatch. I picked somebody based on the response, and I'll be announcing that at the end of this video. So it sounds like something that you want to find out about how the do's and the don'ts that helped me to lose over 10 pounds within 30 days by eating one meal a day and intermittent fasting, the tricks, tips, and advice that I can give anybody wanting to start, and also motivation. Then this video will definitely be of benefit to you, so keep watching. Consider subscribing to this channel. It is fun here, I can promise you that. We don't only talk about healthy eating, we have chit chats on many relatable topics, as well as family vlogs and day-to-day stuff. So keep watching. Thanks.
It's all for you. All for you. Freedom. Keep your ears to the ground. Talking about freedom. It's the best show in town. Best show in town. Freedom.
It starts really with a mental change, a shift in the way you think. It always starts from up in the head before it can show. That's why towards the end of last year, I struggled with my weight because I was not in the right mental place. I decided to work on that throughout the Christmas period, and in the new year, I believe I was in a better mental space, and I decided to, kickstart my metabolism, get into a healthier lifestyle. So let's talk about intermittent fasting and the benefits. I mentioned in my video, one of my videos I did, because I kind of chatted for my first 10 days, everything I ate, and that's a good video to watch. I've just pinned it up so you can see the meals I prepared. If you want to know about what I used, I can always give you that. I can give you the recipes. I initially started at an unhealthy 82.6 kilos, which was completely unacceptable considering my BMI readings and my height. But you'll be pleased to know that at the end of my 30 days, I lost almost 5 kilos, which is 4.8. So I am now 77.9 as of today. I'm 77.5. So yes, I have lost 5 kilos. Carried on. I'm not carrying on doing this forever because it's not substantial long term, and I always preach against fat diets and things that you cannot sustain in the long run. However, if you feel like you need to do this, and I do these challenges every now and then to just to do the research, take the hard work away from you guys, and then give you feedback. So if you think that you're up for a challenge, you can start by doing 10 days or maybe 2 weeks, but don't make it a lifestyle thing or lifetime thing, because think about it, you'll become so miserable when you cannot have a fruit during the day, because what this does is you don't snack during the day, you just have one meal and you choose what time to have it. Now let's talk about intermittent fasting and the benefits. I know I was planning to do a video on intermittent fasting. We all intermittent fast without realizing that's just nature. When you sleep, your body goes into intermittent fasting. The only difference is that you extend this fast if you do it deliberately, and that's why 16/8 is very popular. because it's about the same time that you don't eat when you go to bed at night. Within the 8 hours that you're allowed to eat, what I decided to do was just squash what I could eat into one meal. If I fancied having a breakfast type meal, I'll have it at that time. If I fancied a lunch, so what I did was I did 20 hours fast, sometimes 22 hours if I was very busy, because with everything going on, I am a mom to 4 kids. I have a full-time demanding career and I've got a side business. So with all of that, and I've got a husband and a home to look after, so it is a challenge sometimes to even remember to eat. That's just normal. But when I don't get disciplined, I just tend to peak. That is what made me get to the point where I am now. The main benefits of intermittent fasting is one, the obvious one, is that it helps you to lose weight. Another thing that it does is that it helps your heart's health. Intermittent fasting has been proven to help the way your heart functions, as well as your liver functionality. So your liver tends to do better when you do intermittent fasting. Your heart's overall health improves, you lose weight. Your metabolism as well it's a lot better, so it's a lot faster, and your mental awareness is at its peak. The main thing that struck me after the 3rd day was that it reduced the amount of bloating that I experienced. I could bloat quite a bit, so that stopped it, and it just improved the quality of my life. And the final thing is that it's been proven that it reduces your inflammation. So those are the benefits of doing intermittent fasting. So you can do that without necessarily eating 1 meal a day. I decided to combine both. So if you're just doing intermittent fasting, then you could decide to do, say, 18 hours of fast or 16 hours of fast, whichever you're most comfortable with. And I'll suggest that you start gradually, maybe with like 10 hours before you move to a more aggressive sort of fasting routine. And when you decide to eat within that window, you don't have to have 1 meal a day like what I did. You can decide to have 2 meals, but you're eating within a smaller period of time, so you tend to consume less. So let's talk about what I did, the do's. It's more important to say what you're allowed to do during my personal experience. I did not have any sugary drinks while I was on this. So I was not only eating 1 meal a day, I was eating clean, because before I did this, my diet was all over the place. So I decided to do this to help me to reset, like a factory reset, on how I know that I'm meant to live my life. So I did not consume any sugary drinks, no sodas whatsoever. So for over a month, I've not had any sugar. The only sugar that I've had sometimes is in fruit, but I feel like I've not had enough fruits. I have teas and I have honey with my teas. There's no alcohol involved as well. You have to keep a clean diet while doing this. I did not have any simple or white carbs. So nothing like, I did not have any white sugar. I did not have any things like pasta, rice, corn, fufu, all of those things. I substituted them with other things like raw fish. I had a lot of protein because it kept me going longer, and it has a lot of health benefits when it comes to losing weight. I also drank a lot of water. I could not really keep to the 2.5 liters all the time. The times that I had 1.5, but I made sure that if I felt hungry, I drank water. I had a lot of herbal teas as well. Also made sure that I put my steps in. That was a challenge because as you can tell, I am quite busy, and I've been a lot more busy this month because I am doing a lot of things in terms of my business and work. So I have been sat down for long hours, and I have to be honest, on my laptop or on calls. So I did not always hit the 10K mark, but I tried to at least get to 5,000, sometimes 7,000. So I was just more active. Just being, my lifestyle generally is active. So it's something that I cannot escape. Moving around, cleaning up. I have a toddler who is quite active, so she keeps me on my feet. Another main thing that I did, and I'll suggest that you do if you want to succeed, is meal prep. Honestly, I keep saying this, organization, routine. I sound so boring, but it's what works. Meal prep is really important, preparing your meals in advance, because I always did that. I had something. There are a lot of days that I did not feel like eating what I prepped. And I always made sure that my fridge had, at least my freezer, bought in bulk. So if I couldn't cook for a week or for 3 days, I always had prepared fish, all sorts, trout, mackerel, salmon, cod, sea bass, and then I also had, so it's easy to prepare fish, and fish is amazing. It's protein, or even chicken breast. Stick that in the oven, you can have it. So there's a lot of recipe. As I said, I'm doing an up-to-date meal prep for 7 days, for a week, and I'm going to share that once it's done. So meal prep is really important to succeed with any sort of diet, because once you have the food there, you're less tempted to walk into the kitchen or cook the kids their own lunches, rice, whatever, and eat that. And that is something that a lot of moms have said to me I struggle to do. So things that made me succeed was my mental state. I was in a good place and I had the support. Don't underestimate your support system. I know I've spoken about this before, but I had my husband who is so supportive. Days that I could not cook, I didn't want to get tempted to come down, he prepared food for the kids. You know, he'll be there, he'll support me, he'll tell me that I'm losing weight, he'll just be there for me to moan. Days that I've not lost, days that I feel lethargic, I feel irritated, I cannot be active, he was there to support me. So having the right support system and being in the right environment with the right people helps your mental state. So it is a very important aspect of how I succeeded. Another way that I succeeded, which has to do with food, is, if you know me, you know that I'm a foodie. Don't mind that I try to eat right all the time, but I love food. So I made sure that whatever I ate for that one meal was a special meal that I liked and I enjoyed. So that really helped me to succeed, because I did not feel like I was eating what I did not like. I ate a meal that I enjoyed. And then the days that I felt more hungry, I ate more. Only carbs that I actually ate were complex carbs like sweet potatoes, bulgur wheat, quinoa, and sometimes sourdough bread, or I baked my own 1-minute bread recipes. Eating just 1 meal a day, make that meal count. Look forward to that meal. Another tip that always works. The last but not the least is, when I started this challenge, I promised to do a giveaway, a smartwatch, because it's helped me to check my steps out, make sure that I put in the steps. And I said that anybody, wherever you are, if you were, you should tell me why you deserve to win a smartwatch. I had loads of responses. I'm just going to read out the answer that I picked, one that I believe touched me most, and I'll reach out to them if they can reach out to me after seeing this video. But I'll put in the comment section as well on the older video and this one, the winner, to get in touch, and I can send them the smartwatch. To give the watch to Makem Daniela. She commented that she likes to exercise and she wanted to win the watch, or she would love to have the watch because she can carry it out during Mubarak and own her own exercise and time, so she can time herself for the right times to eat as well. So get in touch with me. I'll pin this under the comment section and I can send out the smartwatch to you. For everybody who's watched, I thought this video would be shorter, but it turned out long. So hopefully if you've watched this to the end, thanks very much for watching. And if you've enjoyed this, or if you learned a thing or two, consider subscribing. If you've been watching my videos, follow me on Instagram, because I'm a lot more responsive and interactive, as well as I'll be doing a lot over the next few weeks and months on my weight loss journey, because I'm nowhere close to where I need to be. I've still got about 5 kilos to lose, but that will be spread across a longer time, and I'll get into an exercise routine that I want you guys to join. I'll have more challenges and I'll have more giveaways. So those of you who keep coming to watch my videos, for the support, for the likes, for the comments, I appreciate you guys and I don't take you for granted. And don't forget to turn notifications bell on, so that when I release a video of my updates, you'll be the first to be notified. And I'll try to release videos twice a week, one on the lifestyle and one on my healthy lifestyle. Thanks again, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.